Hey guys, I'm excited to keep talking about stories that I really like in Jesus' life. And the one that I want to talk about today is in John 4, and it's how Jesus starts his ministry, his public ministry. So, yeah, I think there's been some miracles happening, and he's been talking to people and recruiting disciples, and there's been some amazing things happen so far, but he really hasn't just opened the floodgates and started talking to everybody until now. John 4 is where Jesus really starts to open up his ministry to everybody. And I think it's amazing. And I think it's amazing because where he goes and who he talks to when he's there, I think it's fascinating. So, Jesus, Son of God, comes to earth, and if I was a Jew at this time, I would be expecting him to come to the temple or to meet with the leaders of the church or the leaders of Rome or something. And he did not start that way. He started going to Samaria. First of all, I know we've talked about this before, but at the time, Samaria was a dirty, bad place that people would not go to. If people were traveling, they would go way out of their way to go around Samaria. Jesus wanted to go there, which was super weird. Like, why are you going to go there, guys? Like, I could see his disciples, like, does he not know what's there? And then he goes to the well. So already he's in a place where people wouldn't expect him. Place is considered unclean, dirty, definitely not where a religious person would spend their time. He goes there and he goes to the well and he meets this woman. Now, it appears to me that this is the first person he's converted people, absolutely. I believe this is the first person in his public ministry that he's reached out to. She is the tip of the sword. The woman at the well who's had several husbands, she's really looked down on in society and her community, and even in Samaria, she's coming here. She goes to the well when no one else is there because she doesn't want to be around people like different husbands, and just really viewed as someone unclean, dirty. You wouldn't want to be with her. Even in later on, his disciples marveled that he talked to this woman, because I don't think the disciples would have talked to this woman. They didn't want to be in the city. They didn't want to be talking to this kind of person. And these are the apostles. These are the people who Jesus is going to build his church on. And they're like, why are you talking to this person? Like, crazy. Jesus reaches out to the woman at the well first. And I love that. And he talks to her, and he talks about her past, and she becomes a believer. What does she do when she becomes a believer? She goes and tells everybody that Jesus is there. She tells everybody. She's an incredible missionary, and she goes and tells everybody, rounds up everyone in Samaria, and brings them back to listen to Jesus speaking. And that's why Jesus went and found her. I love that he found the most unclean, sinful, dirty, whatever viewed as by society, and started there. That's where he started, and that's why he came to earth, and that's why that's why we all need him, because he came for us, and he came for the people who think that they're out of reach of his grace. The disciples were shocked. The woman was shocked. Everyone was shocked that Jesus would even speak to this person. Not only did he speak to this person, Jesus Christ, the Son of God, started his 3-year public ministry talking to this person. Patient zero, this is where it started. Ground zero in the unclean city with the unclean person who was at the well when no one else was there. Everyone was shocked. That's how he rolls. And when you look at society today, like, where is Jesus needed? I think it's the same place. It's where it's communities where Jesus might not be. It's with people where they might not have that belief. It's the last people that we think would be with Jesus. Um, and I think it's awesome that that's the first person he reached out to. And I think that really teaches us something about our own ministries and how we should be acting and who we should be reaching out to. I love it.